Well, this is your on-site building update again. So just to give you an idea, right now we're in the north parking lot, north of the building. The building's behind me here. I want to show you the GeoGrid. I know I've been talking about GeoGrid and how we're doing this. So if you look here, you can see this plastic. This is the GeoGrid. We put this, first what they do is compact the soils, make sure that they meet all the requirements of compaction, and then they put this GeoGrid over the top of the soils. Right here we're at a drain. A lot of times you see in parking lots and construction that the drains kind of collapse around the drain, your parking lot kind of collapses. Well, they've put stone entirely in the entire hole where the drain is so that they won't collapse. And then on top of that, we put the GeoGrid. The GeoGrid kind of solidifies everything. It's under everything outside. Everything that's asphalt or concrete has GeoGrid underneath it. And then you can see, if you look over here, the gravel then goes on top of that. All of that's compacted. So we should have just a really spectacular, we're meeting all of our requirements for compaction. Everything's coming out great. So that's the GeoGrid, that's the parking lot. This is the north parking lot. And so here we have the footings and foundations. If you look down here, the bottom section is a footing. That's on solid ground, just like the Bible says, you build your house on solid ground. We're building our house on solid ground. Just to give you an idea, they do nuclear testing to see the compaction of the soil to make sure it's good for our footings. We had to meet 3,000 PSI. We've been hitting 5,000 to 9,000 PSI everywhere. So very solid when we get down to the footings. So the footings support everything. And then if you look, there's a wall on top of it going around. This wall is the foundation. That gets completely buried and then everything is built on top of that. So we've got footings and foundations going in now for the next week or two. In the next 2 weeks, we should have all of our footings and foundations in. All of the parking lots, except for a couple little areas, and the drive are in stone. We should be finishing that up by the end of the week. Things are just rocking. They're really going great. So if you want to look here, this is the worship center. You're looking into the worship center. This will actually be the north wall of the worship center, and back there is the west wall of the worship center. So right there where that pile is, that should be the altar area, the stage area, and all the seating out here. So is that cool? Awesome. All right, now we're at the front of the building. This is the vestibule lobby area, and you can actually see, if you take a look here, you can see the guys, they're forming up for the foundation. That's the vestibule that they're doing. So that's the very front of the lobby area, the main vestibule entryway. In front of that will be the covered walkway going out to the main drive and the parking lot. So right now, you can see the guys forming up the foundation. Okay, this is the wall between the worship center and the education wing. And just so you take a look, if we walk in right over here, we'll be just to the left of the fireplace going into the youth center. So this entire area going a little farther to the south toward Glory Lane, that's our youth center. And then right here is to check in for the kids area, where this entire wing over here is all our education wing, game room, rumpus room, play areas, and all of our classroom spaces. So it's just all coming together, and it's moving way faster than I thought, and really pretty great. No major issues. Everything's really coming together just like we expected. Thank you for your prayers.